Um, Hi guys. Um, yeah, I'm kind of tired right now, so I have to finish this video. This is the final videos I have to make. Today we're gonna talk about Thang Imperial Citadel. Let's get started. Oh, if you guys have some comments, let me know in the comment section. Let's get it. So first thing we gonna go about the general introduction, general information of Thang Imperial Citadel. First of all, Thang Imperial Citadel was the administrative, cultural, and power center of Vietnamese dynasty for more than 1,300 years. It is located in the center of modern Hanoi on the former foundation of Dada Citadel. So let's move to the past. In 1010, when the king Lee Thái he came here, he relocated the old citadel from Hoa Lư to Đại La and renamed Đại La to Thăng Long. So basically, Thăng Long name is grazing dragons. Um, stand for power, imperials, hope for the city, the central, the capital is prosperous and developing. So later, they changed the name to Hanoi in 1831 by the Emperor Ming. So, all right. Um, it was a political, economic, and cultural center during Sixth Dynasty. Um, Lý, Trần, Lê Sơ, uh, The Mạc, the Lê Trung Hưng, and the Nguyễn till 1802. So in 1802, the Emperor Zalong he moved the capital to Huế, but Hanoi is still its center. Um, it still remains an important administrative and military center because it is has formed for 800 years. Uh, yeah. Later in 2010, it it was recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO by its historical, archaeological, and cultural value. So let's move to the structure of the citadel. So the ancient capital had three main areas. The outer part is La Thang or La Thang is where ordinary people live and work. So the inner the inner wall is called the Imperial Citadel. It's where government office, royal ceremonies were located, and in inside uh, outer world in here, inner world in here. So in the center is the Forbidden Cities, is where the kings and the royal they live, like private res- residence of the king and the royal family, and we call Cẩm Thành. All right, so first we are in the entrance. Uh, the first, um, the first, um, the first attraction I want to tell you is of Hà Nội Flag Tower. So This tower was built in 400 years ago in under the Nguyen dynasty. Um, it's as the part of the construction of Hanoi Citadel. It is about 33 meters high. It consists of three levels of platforms. Um, the tower has several openings facing different directions for observation purpose of of sorry of observation purpose and was built as a part of Han Citadel for military purpose. Um, so when the French came here, they like in the 19th century, they are nearly demolished many construction, but luckily um, they found out that had a flat tower is like it's the best way or it's a really good way for watching horse races. So they keep it and they don't demolish it. So today it has become one of the most famous symbol of Hanoi. It representing for the capital city and the image of Vietnam national flag. So move to the next attraction. It is Đoan Môn Gate. So Đoan Môn is the southern entrance leading to the central area, leading to the Forbidden City. It was built on the foundation of the earliest gate, and the current structure mainly reflect the Lei Dynasty period, with later restoration during the Nguyen Dynasty. Um, it has five gateway. The king's royal family's member, official, became foreign ambassador, and people who had offshore duty inside the place could enter this gate. Ordinary people are not allowed to freely access this area. It has five gateway, U-shape, with the central gate is reserved exclusive for the emperor. Like just the king, the emperor can go in the center gate, and royal official, foreign ambassador, they go in the side gate. Uh, Next one, King Thiên Palace. So King Thiên Palace is one of four sacred guardian temple of Thăng Long. So it has four sacred temple. Kính Thiên, Voi Phục, Bạch Mã, and Kính Thiên, Voi Phục, Bạch Mã, Quán Thánh. So this palace is built under Lei Dynasty in 1428 for a political center like royal court, diplomatic reception, national meetings, or invite foreign ambassador. So it was built in Nung mountain, combined with the Tolik River. So the old people they believe that it is the fusion. It is important feng shui location, brings harmony to to the dynasty. Yeah, uh, like what I mentioned, uh, the flat tower luckily is not demolished, but the King Thiên Palace, they demolished most of the place, but it still remain um, it still remain only the foundation and the pair of dragon steps. Um, so let's talk about some Vietnamese dragons. Vietnamese dragons are changed with each dynasty. The lead dragons are slim and peaceful because like had some effect of Buddhism and influential. Uh, the Chen dragons became stronger after victories against the Mongols. It has larger head, body, big nose, and the later layer dragons are fierce symbol of imperial authority under Confucianism. The winged dragons are richly decorated to present the grandeur and divine power of the imperial court. So let's talk about dragons. So dragon is one of four holy creatures or sacred animals in Vietnamese culture. We have dragons, phoenix, unicorn, turtles. So in here, dragons is stand for the power, the imperial power of the king. Um, it is brings rain, water for the farmer. It is good for agriculture. Hope for harvest is either good harvest, prosperous. It also stands for the yin energy because it brings rain, water, combines with the phoenix. So phoenix is stand for the reborn, rebirth. For the for fire is for the yang energy. So combined to that, it brings harmony, brings prosperous to the owner, to the dynasty. So you guys can see many dragons, phoenix sculpture in like normal life, in the house, in the sculpture, in the um, wood ceilings, or in the old citadel. You guys can see many. Oh, I wanna show you guys the the ceramics of dragon's head of Lee dynasty, I guess. Alright, so alright, moves to the next attraction is the 67 bunkers. So this bunker was built in 1967 during the resistance against American, or it can be known as Viet Vietnam War. So first of all, as a Vietnamese people, I don't agree with like American. They said it is the Vietnam War, Vietnam Civil War, because basically it is not it is not civil war because civil war is the war inside the country. It has no interrupt or interfere from the outside. But in here, we have interfere by American people. Um, they like our government in the south is being under control by the American. So I think it is not Vietnam War, Vietnam Civil War. So all right, moves to the main one. So it was the working place of the Ministry of National Defense and an important military command center. The building was designed with the strong structures. In some place it has like 80 cement, 80, uh, 80 centimeter of cement with width, and in some place the ceilings had 1 meters width made by sand to protect against the bombard and was connected to an underground bunker systems. Um, so let's talk about some like event that American they bombard Hanoi, um, 12 days. 12 days they bombard Hanoi to Fox Vietnamese um, uh, Democratic Republic of Vietnam. We have to sign the to accord a form that is like it is not good for us. It has disadvantage for us. It is good for American, um, but Vietnamese people were so resilient. We're so strong. We fight back, and actually we won. Um, Although we have primitive weapons, we can defeat the B-52 plane, um, and yeah, after that lose, American they have to go in the Paris Accord to sign a peace contract. That American they had to leave and no interference in Vietnam, and also has like respect or admit the independence of Vietnam. Um, all right, so it was one of the important command location used during the Vietnam War period. Military leaders such as with General von Zap worked here and made important decisions and relate to national defense. Alright, so move to the final part is you guys can see many exhibition in of many dynasty, or you guys can go to 18 Hoàng Diệu to see the archaeological. So at the exhibition, you guys can find various type of ceramics, rock tile, porcelain, bricks in many dynasty remaining here after excavation in 2002. Um, so I have some interesting fact that web university alignment. So when our government they build parliament or national assembly house in two, in 2002, we found out that in the beneath the the ground about 3 meters, we found that many artifacts, bricks, and ceramics in there. Um, so that's why we reserve this. You can find out it in 1800. So actually, especially you especially recognize as sorry. Okay, in here, I'm gonna show you the dragon head. So the dragon head is the recognized as a national treasure of Vietnam. It is the upper part of the decorative roof ornament that once stood on the ridge of the royal palace in the Thang Imperial Citadel during the Chen Dynasty. You can see it has the curved body, fierce open mouth, big horn, so strong imperial power. Oh, I think we have nothing to say left. Yeah. Oh, we still have Lady Pavilion. Wait me for a second. Um, I don't really quite know it too well, but I wanna read in here. It is the when you come to the um, town Imperial Citadel, you can have a flyer in here. You can get most of the information. Most of the information you're gonna go in the exhibition. So the ladies' pavilions is also known as the Thick Bucklow or Princess Pavilion. It has a wooden structure that date back from the Ming Dynasty and were restricted during the French colonial period. So, this Hoplow Ladies Pavilion is also known as where we worship and like religious that has three main tam giáo độc giáo. Like it has Confucian, it had Taoism, and it had Buddhism. Mm, I think that is where the way they appreciate the education, the way people react, and responsibility. I think that's it. Through 22 minutes, I have present you guys about Thang Citadel, Imperial Citadel. So thanks for watching. See ya. Um, yeah, see you in the next video.